But tell me, did you find his secret study?
The world over.
Never seen. Understood. A whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning, Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come.
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen. In the Persian Gulf, we crossed and became unlocked. Composed parts, each one itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I studying these pages. I all my days and nights studying.
Oh, I can imagine you doing.
But the writing was in a language I had seen before, developed well by Marion, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the mages in the occult world to see if anyone else could do it.
And you found no one.
And I found one, Louis. I found him, or he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was buoyant.
Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
He was already old in those days, wasn't he? So you recognized him when you arrived on the island, right?
No, he wasn't in that body. But I know it was him. I swear it was him. The way he spoke, posture, a few of his intonations, his mannerisms.
Wait a minute, we were talking about 60 years ago. I've lost the thread.
Yes, sorry. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. Before disappearing, he proposed a pact. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, him bring me up.
And you...
Please don't be stupid. You don't make deals with the devil. I spent my 3 years later in Berlin. Just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics crossed paths with him. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in...
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis. That is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchardt there. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days till I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention to leave. We are pawns, Louis, and if we don't spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles, he must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing. What happened to your hand?
That I shall show you.
On the eve of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in there, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. Get that out later.
I found your package under a wharf plank.
As a matter of fact, I needed it yesterday. I wasn't expecting anyone to take it.
Samuel Ritter du Choix. You wanted to send me a letter, boy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel, but frankly, it doesn't matter anymore now. Godoy is a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
I want what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but no.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I never succeeded in getting it out of her. Not something but I had to try.
Who killed her? Sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that couldn't read in us where we had Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing. And then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her. She was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She rules when she joined.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are the slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at France?
He wants the United States to occupy all the American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that him at the head of old superpower should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. For the time being, there are pressing matters.
Are you going to say why we're here?
There. Why we are here.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one.
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Of course. Inside.
Something to vanquish them with?
How does it...
We'll need a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 6 objects. Try anything.
Are your 6 objects the keys?
Exactly. We had cross, the nails, the bull, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up between the different calendars.
Why a cross?
I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. One Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Well, otherwise I can always go and see Piaggi. He's a cardinal after all.
Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted. Didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
Golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Well,
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
of course. An exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the... Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room, chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, done for the Gorgon. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
An exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the...
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
Choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
One in the portrait gallery.
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see. There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest a smaller one. I didn't think I started without one hand before I did, and you can see the result.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
About that, we already have them. They are written on which I just gave you.
What do you mean by concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. I already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you. One last thing. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. Conditioned by Mortimer for years. Them for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days, and not one of them has at the island. Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the on one go. Time is against us. Remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6646.
an armillary here, but can take with my comings and goings. Let's see if the statue. Of the Nibelung, even if more several centuries old, I don't think it has in this. So exegesis. I hope more of otherwise I notice the soul in it. That's just too bad. I know. That's Pandora? An worried that I was able to open. I wonder. So, I've got what I need. Don't waste any more time. Roland Feth is oozing by either. Johann van Volna.
Glad you're
Blasted, he's gonna talk about my mother.
see what I found. Pieces of paper in the ashes of the chimney and burn here.
Incredible. He did speak to me about what happened between my mother and the Hillsborough sisters.
Show me a little.
Look, it's possible to distinguish two different writing styles.
The rest of the correspondence between my mother and...
Someone tried to exchange of messages. There must be more.
Shit. What on earth is he doing?
If you want my opinion, a servant must have burnt some old paper. That's all.
Why, of course. You very nearly think that you were trying to hide something, Louis. No, sure there must be other hidden messages.
He won't let go. He's going to work his way back to the Bible if he continues. Bible there. His Eminence Carthage.
Ah, Louis. Your timing is impeccable. I wanted to with you.
Oh, here.
I was wondering what getting on in your our poor Sarah. You must have made some progress, I should think. Why, you know.
Come on, get out of here, Louis. You're in a hurry.
Any news of her?
Unfortunately, no.
Are you sure, Louis? I don't want to put you on the spot. But since you are worried and telling me everything, what exactly did you come in my room?
What do you mean?
When you came in, I saw a hint of disappointment finding me here. I concluded that you were hoping you wouldn't run. You came here for something else.
No. You're I was just passing by. I believe you, Your Eminence. I wouldn't want to take up your time.
You wish, Louis. See you later.
I have no time to lose. Well, not bother him. Right. It's time to be a lot quicker. If you remember, the code was 9. Quickly, the code was 191. Of course. There. Nails I was looking for. It's locked. All right, come on. Let's get out of here. 6466, if I remember correctly. Monsieur Johann Müller. Dinar Miller? Perfect. That will save me some. I only hope that he isn't going to realize it right away.
So, good. To gather all the keys.
Yes, that's right. I have everything. What do I start with?
The third cross soul. You have to put it on the disc of the door.
All right, my turn now.
Head. I'll shut up and let wait.
What hole nails in?
Well, I can't really advise you there because I haven't exactly made the best choices myself. All I can say is that you have to insert 1 to choose a town, 1 to choose a chapter, and 1 to choose a verse. Those are Roman numerals on the disc.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed L in Bethlehem, 1 in chapter 2, and 1 in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. Something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand. I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that's the solution to this. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. Now, please, focus on another theme about Christ.
I'll have to trust her. Yes, it's definitely a representation of the birth of Christ, but some of the details have flaked away. Can't see any other clues. One thing is for sure, this enigma deals with the life of Jesus, like my mother said. It works.
Well done, Louis. I hadn't seen those other wheels. Try connecting the theme to see if it goes all the way.
Let's see what combination corresponds to the chosen.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
I can feel the lever.
Good luck.
Great. Honey.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
That was a close one.
You frightened me.
I've got another chance to find the right solution, just though. I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
That was a close one.
Louis, frightened me.
I've got another chance to find the right solution, just barely though. I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
That was a close one.
You frightened me.
Looks like I've got another chance to find the right, just barely though.